Welcome friends to Will and War Games Corner. Today I'm going to try something that should be short enough, I expect, for a shortish video. This is Exit the Game, the Trial of the Griffin. Now, you may know Exit the Game for the board games. This is a series of small box board games. If I remember, I put something on the screen now. That contain escape rooms in a box to be played in an hour. They're basically a collection of puzzles, usually between, I think, 8 and 12 per box, linked with a bit of a story. They require quite a bit of lateral thinking in many cases. I want to say by now they may have published more than 30 of them. I'm not sure, but I have played all of those. I have played all of the Exit the games, except the last one. I still haven't played the latest one. I have basically enjoyed all of them. Some are better, some are worse. But what I found is there is also a couple of digital versions of Exit the Game. I don't think they correspond to any physical game, but these are original, I expect. And yep, this is one of them, The Trial of the Griffin. As usual, you can find a link to the Steam page for The Trial of the Griffin down on the description, along with the details of the game, publisher, developer. The physical games are usually to be played in under an hour, so I'm assuming this is going to be similar. Remember to like the video if you enjoy it. It would really help me find more viewers. And yes, I'm gonna jump directly into the Trial of the Griffin.
It is the year 1837. A few weeks ago, you received a mysterious letter. It was an invitation to the legendary Greifenstein Castle, written by the Countess herself.
Countess of Greifenstein, I guess.
Help from an expert in an urgent matter, but does not reveal in the letter what exactly she needs help for.
Expert in what?
Being invited to such noble house, you did not think twice and set off the very next day in a carriage. The journey took you deep into the misty forests of northern Germany's highlands, known as the Harz, through winding villages and over bumpy country roads.
Country
Locals who
road.
asked for directions behaved strangely,
Take me home.
either giving no information at all or warning you of what to expect. The Countess had not been seen for decades, and ghosts would haunt the stone halls of Greifenstein, they claimed. As long as your destination was still far away, you could dismiss these stories as cheap folklore. But now you are not longer sure whether the words of the villagers might not contain a shred of truth. The carriage slows down until it finally comes to a complete stop. You stick your head out of the window, and a cold shiver runs down your spine. The outlines of the castle stand out ominously against the full moon.
Also, it's
Dark
snowing.
walls await their newest guest.
Okay, are we in a vampire castle kind of situation?
The massive entrance portal has closed behind you and can no longer be opened. What now? Perhaps you will find a clue in the invitation letter you received from the Countess.
Perhaps. This is the inventory. William Ward, that's nice. You can hold to rotate. Pull the letter. Dear guest, I seek your assistance in an urgent matter that requires the strictest discretion and which I can only share with you personally. I know that you are one of the best in the world in your field, whatever that is. Therefore, I am approaching you with an impossible request. travel to my ancestral home in the Hearth Mountains and help me with my little problem. I am confident that you will not regret it. I eagerly await your arrival at the castle. Yes, the clocks at Greifenstein tick differently than the ones you are used to. Miria Greifenstein, and there is a clock drawn. Something about the clocks, let's take a look. You have found the grandfather clock. Click and hold to move its hands. If you get stuck in a puzzle, you can always get a hint. I don't want to get a hint. Okay, you're forcing me to get a hint. Fine. You need invitation, the Griffin brooch, and hands of the grandfather clock. Try to solve the puzzle. Everything in and around the game can be part of the puzzles, even the menus or functions of the device you're playing on. Let's go. One common characteristic of almost all of the exit games, the physical games, are that at some point you have to go back and use the box or the extra advertising cards or the manual, something that seemed to not be part of the game in the first place. So it's nice to see that they have kept that. So we also have this brooch adorned with a griffin and a green and a red yours. And 12 is there. So that means that the minutes should be in 40 and the hour should be at 10. Yes. Knight's helmet. This helmet seems to match the armor standing in the entrance hall. You can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. Yes, there is an 8 here. There's also something here. Supposed to put that in the armor. Old creaking stairs made of oak, just as you would expect in a haunted castle. I wondered where this big door leads to. You feel a cold breeze coming in from the gap between its lips, but it won't open. There is a 3 and there is a 2. And these are these, right? That one and that one are these two. So what? There is a 2, there is a 3, and there is the 8. Okay, maybe we need to do the number of times. 3 times this one. 8 times the armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 times the other one. Yep, that was it. What's behind here?
The door slams shut behind you. You are locked in the library. In the hazy twilight, you see hundreds of books piled up on the shelves in front of you.
Only hundreds. Small library. Cryptic note. A piece of paper with 3 strange boxes. You have to scribble down the 3 hiding spots. Fine. Book and writing implements. A book with an artistic cover and implements for writing. Were you meant to find them here? Click on the quill and choose a color. Click and hold an object to scribble on it. Oh, that's nice. You can remove your scribbles with the knife. It is also useful for cutting or scraping things. Oh, I like that. Book of Trials. Its pages are full of unsolved riddles and mysteries. Greetings, my honorable guest. I am pleased that you accepted my invitation to Greifenstein Castle. I want to extend my apologies to you for the inconvenience of now being locked in here. For a long time I have been plagued by an unpleasant condition that I would like to rid myself of. Only you can help me with this. However, I must first make sure that your spirit and your flesh are worthy. Face the trials I have left for you in this book and the castle, and you will soon understand what this is all about. Private library of the Greifenstein family. Watercolor and pencil drawing. The large card table is the showpiece of the room. I traveled the world and made inquiries about my condition. I found 3 artifacts that were used by other people for a pact. The consequences were always the same: eternal life, an aversion to sunlight, and an insatiable craving for blood. Sounds familiar. Okay, so we are in Vampire Castle territory. I bought the dagger at a bazaar in Cairo on my journey through Africa. Looters had taken the horseshoe to the Udal Mountains. I confronted them in the icy north. While I was exploring South America, I found the statue in the deep jungles of the Amazon. You have to scribble down the 3 hiding spots. Oh, look, I can remove that. Oh, that's what it means. So one is that, then we have the other 2. Whatever that actually means. A candle holder. 3 of the candles have burned down completely. What's this? So this is related to that. But we need to find the other 2 table and what looks like a drop of liquid. Drop of liquid, wait. That is a drop of liquid. That's a bee, or something similar to a bee. And now, what's the table? Table. Table, what table? This one? A plus sign. Hidden symbol solved. Oh, the 3 artifacts. Ancient dagger. Highly intricate ornamentation. I wonder what the blade looks like. 2 arrows. 3 arrows. Ancient horseshoe, very elegant for an ordinary horseshoe. There could be more hidden here. 1, 2, and 3. And ancient statue, a double-headed statue with 2 jaws. The central part looks like it can be moved. Two arrows here, 2 arrows there. Now, this corresponds to the different items. So we know the blade was found in Cairo, right? Yeah. So the blade is 2 down, 3 to the right. 2 down, 3 to the right. The next one, the horseshoe is in the Udal Mountains and it's down, right, right. Finally, up, down, right, right. Nothing too hard at the moment. Canis Lupus, you find your thoughts drifting into the fantastical at the sides of the fear. Were lycanthropes? Lycanthropes? Lycanthropes, the arch enemy of vampires, only in, as far as I know, in the world of darkness. Toothy fire burns in the hearth. It's nice and warm here, unlike in the cold entrance hall. Is this not a puzzle, though? The Greifenstein family crest? They were once one of the most influential noble houses in the region. Okay, something is missing there, obviously. Well, let's go. Yeah, the secret passage.
The secret passage leads you through a hatch in the floor into the Countess' bedchamber. An unpleasant smell of alchemical substances hangs heavily over the room.
Book pages. And that's the first new one. Oh, that's a lot of pages here. 3, 4. 1,000 years, half an eternity. The potions of the Bloxburg witches only helped for a brief time. They are supposed to make me forget the side effects of my condition. However, the concoctions only seem to make my head more confused. I am losing my mind. Shake me. I guess we need to shake the real one. From the lower tips of the darkly highlighted crests, follow the path until you can no longer. The stag is ordinary. The hare jumps over its neighbor. The trout swims in the opposite direction. The tree is like the stag and crosses borders of the paper, but no red lines. On the lower tips of the darkly highlighted crests. So what we're saying is the stag is ordinary, so it moves there. There. No, not sure of that. The hare jumps over its neighbor. Ah, wait, no. Each one of these is I was thinking I had to find a path using only stag shields, but it's not what it's saying. This is a stag, this is a stag, this is normal. The hare jumps over. The fish, the trout swims in the opposite direction. The tree is like the stag and crosses borders of the paper, but no red lines. Tree, stag. Fish. Not sure this is doing anything at all. No, I may be doing something wrong here, or maybe misunderstanding something. Let's keep looking. Whenever it opens, it shows my true gaze. In weariness, half open, my gaze reveals itself. My gaze is different from what the others on the door could ever be. My gaze on the door must watch that of the lonely eye in your possession. Unclear. Let's keep looking. Potion of the crescent moon, an old witch's recipe that helps against an insatiable thirst for blood. Eye. Potion of the morning sun. This concoction is said to alleviate sensitivity to sunlight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mortar bowl. The bowl is all encrusted with yellowish remnants of potion ingredients. And there is no obvious word. I can clean this. 6. This one is 4. Blue is 1. This is 4. Yellow is 6. No, sorry. The moon is 1. Yeah, the moon is 1. This is 4. The 1 and 4 are something else. We need to find out that. Since the Countess has a soft spot for alchemy, what does she need all these test tubes with different color liquids for? Oh, what's this? The levers shake but cannot be moved. Something invisible seems to be blocking them. Not sure what that could be. What else do we have here? Candle holder like in the library, only this one has been knotted strangely. Painting of the Countess. She is said to be a beauty with snow white skin and blazing red eyes. From the window you can see the snow-covered castle courtyard, but it won't open. A big chest with stars. I don't think I can do anything here at the moment. An inviting 4-poster bed. You could take a good nap here, but there is no time for that right now. And this must be related to the gaze. Whenever it opens, it shows my true gaze. In weariness half open, my gaze reveals itself. I mean, even if I knew what this is, I don't know what to do with it. The exit is blocked. You should look for another way out of the library. We cannot go back anymore. Works by Flammel, Agrippa and Paracelsus. An extremely interesting collection, privately owned by the Greifenstein family. We have done all that can be done here, except maybe the candle holder. Has to be this. 1 and 4. Oh, wait. The moon is 3, and that's why it said shake me well. And the sun is 5. That works. Adler Stone and Tarot card. A mysterious stone with a hole in the middle and the full tarot card. This could be interesting. As soon as secret information from the spirit world is on an object, the symbol of the other stone will light up. Click on the symbol to select the stone. Drag the stone across the screen and examine the tarot card. Beautiful reverse and also delight. The fool, I wonder what irony lies behind choosing this card. You fool, the shade of her painting shall guide thy. You guessed, you fool, you valiant kind. The mirrored shade of her painting shall guide thy mind. As soon as secret information from the spirit world is in your field of vision, welcome to the spirit world, you fool. Well, that was useless. Ah, there is a spirit spider. Now I can do this. Not that it matters, because I still don't know what the solution for that it would be. Painting of the Countess. Is said to be a beauty with snow white skin and blazing red eyes. Is that the... Oh, look. The arrow is in the second one, the cup in the third, second from the top, and the bottom one. Third, second from the top, and the bottom one. No, the mirrored version, remember. That's the mirror version. Shadow play. What now? Oh. Test. A wooden cover has been placed over it. I wonder what it is hidden behind it. And I can't do that. But I can remove it. The hair. Assembles at once by the fireplace. To the fireplace.
Something about the library is different. You don't know exactly what it is, but there's the echo of a strange presence in the room. Almost as if someone or something had been here in the meantime.
His hand wasn't there before. Marble hand. Probably broken off a statue. Fine. This is also different. Old folio. The pages are so strongly stuck together with red wax that they cannot be opened. This side left. Hans T. Lyra W. Ruth R. Murray C. Laia W. Yes, we cannot remove that. Okay, so Laia W is what we know. Not sure what that means. There. Now, I'm guessing we need to solve this puzzle. From the lower tips of the darkly highlighted crests, we have 4. Follow the path until you can no longer. The stag is ordinary, the hare jumps over its neighbor. The trout swims in the opposite direction, the tree is like the stag and crosses borders of the paper but no red lines. So a stag, tree, and that ends there. Second one would be tree, stag, hare, and here. The third one would be here, 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 here. And the final one would be that. How is this anything? And let's see, the answer to this has to give me 4 directions. And how would that work? I just don't know what. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Because I'm just repeating the same thing again and again and again. Which is not conducive to solving puzzles. Does this mean that this is one of the right crests? Because that's where this path ends. And this is another, because this is where another one ends. And this is another. And this is another. Okay, maybe that's just it. I was trying to make anything out of the path themselves, but each one ends in a different crest, so it may be that. So stag is like that, and trout. It was that. A ghost board, magical artifact capable of making contact with the spirit world. There is a door in here. Maybe see the Ida W. Maybe not. Line back. The letters look exactly like the invitation you received. Were these people also guests of the Countess? Weber. Erwin John. Oh, there is a hand pointing to Erwin Hahn. And you can place values. Okay, so let me take another look at this. Lyra W. I think before I spelled it with W, with Y. Lyra, small 9. Small 9. Erwin Hahn. That was another name, right? Large 5. And now the middle. Where can I find the middle? Pointing at me. Oh, that's cool. That means that I need to use the name for the profile. No? What's my profile exactly? Let me rename, just in case. I'm thinking maybe the space is messing with this. I'm going to rename to just William. That was it. Middle 2. Spectral Hands. The wooden star. 8 beam-shaped plates are embedded in the wood. Okay. A telescope, an extendable telescope. 3 star paths are depicted on it. Fine. Mysterious note. What is this note trying to tell you? Large stars mark the start of fully expanded paths. Small stars stand at the end of paths that are revealed by dark rings. The telescope reveals the secret of the wooden star. The big space in the middle awaits it. And 4 need to be out. This, and this. Oh, that was easy. finger. Maybe now you can put it in an appropriate mechanism. I was hoping so. But maybe not. Maybe I can put it here. Yes. But what's the meaning of this? I don't know, but I'm gonna have to stop for now. I was expecting that this would be a short game, an hour kind of game like the box ones, but it's not done yet, and I need to go prepare dinner. I'll be back. For you, no time will have passed. I'll be back. Welcome back. So, state of play. Next puzzle was the chest. I thought I had done that already. Well, let's see. The telescope reveals the secret of the wooden star. The biggest space in the middle awaits it. Awaits the telescope. Large stars mark the start of fully expanded path. Expanded or expanded. Small stars stand at the end of its path that are revealed by dark rings. So there are 3 paths coming out. So what you need to put the telescope like that. So you're gonna have a path almost to the north, one almost to the east, one to southwest. What would that be? Would that be this one, and this one? That's it? I've done nothing with the telescope or the stars. Okay, I have no idea. What's this? Mechanical eye. 4 ropes hold the eyelids closed. Okay, well, we have our knife. This is gonna be related to the puzzle in the door. There was something in the book, right? Yeah. Whenever it opens, are these equal? No, the border is different. Yeah, so 1 ring, 2 rings, 2 rings half full, and no rings. 1 ring, 2 rings, 2 rings half full, no rings. Whenever it opens, it shows my true gaze for the first one. Whenever it opens. It resets. The mechanical eye, when you open it, it's always looking at this one. Okay, so that was correct already. That was a freebie. In wariness, half open, my gaze reveals itself. And this one has color triangles. Wariness would be like this. You see, and you get color triangles too. This one has 2 blues on the top to the sides. Any of these matches that? No. No. This one. 2 blues on the top, to the sides, purple rings. Next clue. My gaze is different from what the others on the door could ever be. Is there a value on this one that is not present on the others? Yeah, this green one. This green eye is not on the others, so that must be correct. My gaze on the door must match that of the lonely eye in your possession. Do I need to make it the same as the lonely eye? The lonely eye is purple right now. No, it's not that. But this one has an eye already drawn in, right? This is, there is one with arrows like that. Yeah. Do I need to make the eye look like that too? That's nice. No, this does nothing. Oh, it was that. Nice. I like that one.
Finally back in the entrance hall. But unfortunately, the gate to the outside is still closed. The chandelier is now lowered further. That is certainly no coincidence.
And there is something on the door. More book pages. In my castle, there is a ghost that is different from all the others. He is only out for mischief and trouble. He can open the big door in the entrance hall for you if you lure him there. Clock, symbol, chest, chandelier, and something is... this symbol doesn't go to the chest. The chest should be closed, and the symbol actually goes to the door, whatever that means. Weapon, gnomed, skull. Gnome is demon in reverse. Surely you will already have guessed that my condition is not of natural origin. As a young, naive researcher of the occult and the dark mysteries, I strive for immortality. I enter into a bargain that brought me what I desire, but at what price? Remember one thing, a bargain with a demon is a double-edged blade. And they didn't have the eye with the umlaut in the font, so it's written in a different font. That's a bit cheap. All those I invited by letters were prospects, just like you. They failed my trial. Since then, they have been doomed to find their final resting place in the castle. They took many a secret with them into the afterlife, which they only reveal to those who are able to confer with the spirits of the dead. Line something something. Do I need to summon line? No. Okay, there must be something else here, right? Oh look, there are chains. No, not that, sorry. There must be also something in the clock, no? These are the same symbols in the candle holders. Okay, then let's take another look at those candle holders. This symbol the candles that were on the sides, and candle 1, 2, and 5, basically. That was this symbol, candle 1, 2, and 5, but these two should be off. Now, second candle holder. it's a bit confusing, but candle 1 is on, candle 2 is on, candle 3 is on, candle 4 is off. One, two, three, 4. And then we have a final candle holder here. With a couple of phantom fires. Maybe they're telling me the opposite. Yeah, that's it. I like how this is actually quite close to the physical exit games. Obviously they are taking advantage of this kind of filter, but they have done similar things with the physical games, in fact. They actually have been very creative in some puzzles for these games. Wooden casket. The pentagrams are probably there for a reason. Yeah, like everything. This is the casket in the book. Wooden casket. The pentagrams are there for a reason. Oh wait. You can just open it, it's just the interface is not great. Okay, so it has now escaped. Now I close the casket. And now I follow. So first in the chandelier. Not here, maybe in the general view. There you are. Then he's gonna go to the clock. Then he's going to this place. Maybe the other one. Not this one. Here. So this one. And now it should go back to the door with it's closed. Back to the door. Here you are. A poltergeist. Who you gonna call is the achievement. Nice one.
You find yourself in the castle courtyard. The snow and the pale moonlight make the scenery seem even more eerie than it already is. The blank stares of the statues leave you feeling uneasy.
Okay, then what's this? Line. Surname seems familiar somehow. Only the blade is completely broken off, but with some numbers instead. This is line Ellen. Ellen. Does that mean I need to summon Ellen? No, that did nothing. There is this fountain with some coins that I can move to different places. No idea what this is about. A wooden trellis overgrown with vines. It might be possible to climb up if the window at the top was open. Can I still go back to that room? Won't open, okay. I don't know why I would want that, but... Coffin, and this is just a puzzle, maybe? It is a puzzle, but I don't think it's a puzzle we can solve, as in... It probably just has many solutions. Yeah. What else? There is the demon. The demon gave her immortality, and yet at the same time it cursed her with an existence as a vampire. But why are there numbers instead of some letters? What's the meaning of that? Huh? Ain't the worst. What's going on? A skull in the demon's womb. It could stand for the fact that his intentions were not of a good nature. Hourglass. There is a strange blood-red substance inside. Blue and red jewels. 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3. Except 1, 2, 3 are actually 7, 8, 9. And 4, 5, 6 are still 4, 5, 6. A withered rose, firmly fixed in a statue's timeless grip. Okay, so let me think about this. We have this. Weapon. Nomad. Skull. Weapon. The handle of a golden weapon. Unfortunate. We have a 3 and a 5. Unfortunately, the blade is completely broken off. 3, 5, 5, 1. And that seems to be the first point. Weapon. 3, 5, 5, 1. 3, 5, 5, 1. That did something good. Now, Nomad. The demon, but in reverse. 2, 6, 4, 2. 2, 6, 4, 2. And now the skull. But the skull is incomplete. We need to use our other stone. 4, 7, 6, 9. 4, 7, 6, 9. Four, 7, 6, 9. Time is running out. Not sure what that means. Demon's Pact. The rose goes down, and now I have a rose. Its petals wiggle slightly in the wind. Okay, let's take them out, out, out. Sina. Tina. I had a pet rabbit. He was named Cena. $20.05. I don't know who Cena is. I'm gonna write it here. Yeah, it's the rose one. Symbol of a rose adorns the gravestone. If you remember correctly, one of the two big statues in the courtyard was also holding a rose. And we have rose, and we have line. But line contains a ghost. Ellen. What does that mean? Otis Rose. Ellen Weber, maybe? No. Ellen, what do I do with Ellen? Line died. Rose. Okay, let's see, can I summon the ghost, or can I speak with the ghost of Rose? That would be Otis. Otis. Otis, okay. 1601. Now, I should be able to summon Line then. I would expect Line would give me a year, and then I'm gonna have to reorder. Yes, I thought I had done this. 1023. But Ellen would be 3102. And if we add all of this together, we have 8 0 9 5 5908. 5908. Note with symbols. Never separate castle and heart, crown and lyre, sword and castle, diamond and quill. Only the people who take credit for creating this world are able to say how the secret path beneath the well opens. How does that help us with this? Credit for creating this world are able to say how the secret path beneath the well opens. Wow, that clue doesn't seem to be enough. Heart and castle and sword need to be together. Heart, castle, and sword. Crown and lyre, let's say, also goes together. And then diamond and feather. Now what? Only the people that take credit for creating this world. What's the meaning of that? Nothing to scrap, nothing to do like that. And nothing behind. There are several pairs of symbols on the note. Only the people who take credit for creating this world are able to say how the secret path. Oh, credit for creating this world. This is the look at the box clue. No, I don't want hints. I need to go back to the menu. Credits. There. Apple. Diamond and crown and castle. Apple, diamond and crown, castle. Apple, diamond and crown, castle. And now we can apply the rest of the clues. The castle goes with the sword and the heart. The crown goes with the lyre. And the diamond goes with the feather. Very tricky.
The Greifenstein family's crypt is built deep into the steep rock on which the castle is enthroned. It is even colder down here than on the surface. An unnatural cold that goes through marrow and bone.
That's not what the text says. Start with the new book pages. An old friend gave me a special lantern so I could hunt for will-o'-the-wisps in the swamp to pass the time. The play of colors of her glasses when the light is on inside is quite magical. I know my trials are hard and that it is unfair to imprison you, but was life fair to me when it punished me with this condition? Take comfort in the fact that you were not alone among all the chosen ones. Each of the bones connects two numbers in the natural order. I have laid myself to rest in the crypt, and I am awaiting for you there. If you solve the trial of the stained glass segments in the castle courtyard, you will finally see me with your own eyes. This book is dedicated to the first chosen one who faced my trial. May you rest in peace, my honorable brethren. The lantern exudes a magical aura that seems to come from within the object. 2, 3, and 4. And this lights the first one. Okay. Oh, there's also something here. Where is it? There. Number 4. Then we have skulls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 5 here. So and clear. A heavy stone sarcophagus that won't budge when you try to push it open. Fine. And what is this? Follow the steps without detours, then return here. Start in the library. The ghosts will show you the way. $30, $60, $90. The thermometer shows the temperature of the boiler in a rather strange way. Your blood drips from the needle into the cauldron. Oh, okay. Substances. These levers control the 5 different substances and how much of them is sent out through the hoses. Okay, I have no idea about this just yet. Probably we need to keep following the order of the book. The first is, 1 should be red. Which gives us number 3. Two should be blue. And that gives us what? There are no numbers here. That's weird. Three should be green. And that places a 2 down here. And 4 should just on and off. This is a 2 there. And a 1 there. Another 2. I was expecting this to give me some kind of order of things. That's a clear 3. This one has nothing, which is very confusing. Ah, look, no, it has a 5. One. Five. Let me start over, sorry. I'm getting confused. Number 1 has red and it shows very clearly 3 dots. Doesn't matter what, it's just 3 dots on the top left. So this is 3. Now 2 shows blue and it is turned on and it has an eye next to it, which I think means I need to use the stone. On, and then I need to use the stone and it shows 5. There. For 3 is just green and the light must be turned on. Shows 2. And there is no difference. Finally, for 4, I need to use the stone, and I just need to turn the light off and on. Off, there are 2. Off, there is 1. On, there are 2. So I guess that's a total of 3. So 3, 5, 2, 3. That's what we then need to do. 3, 5, 2, 3. Another skull. A golden skull. A heavy skull made of pure gold. It must be worth a fortune. There are some numbers here that seem to rotate. This must be related to this puzzle then. First, the book. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starts at this end, ends at the spiky end. A 1 is looking like that. Okay, Ace of the Bones connects 2 numbers in the natural order. And I think then the golden skull is telling me that this one, this skull, seems to be 2. A 2 is a skull looking up. The second skull, this one has 1, only a 1. And a 1 is looking to the left, yes. The third skull has 4, only 4. And that's normal. Then we have this skull that has 1, 3 plus 1, that's another 4. Which is normal. The final skull has 3, only 3, which is to the right. So we're saying what we have is 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1 and 2. The 1 needs to be to 2, I think. Three to 4. 3 to 4. And 3 needs to 4. That's it. Weird puzzle, this one. Stained glass pane. Maybe you can use the side clips to clamp it into something. Into what? What would be the next page of the book? The crypt. Stained glass segments in the castle courtyard. 6, 9, 15. I think I have to go that way. And connect this. That doesn't really help me. 6, 9, 15. 6 what? And 15 what? In 9 and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 legions. It should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this should be 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This makes no difference, right? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Six, 9, 15. If you solve the trial of the stained glass segments, how many segments? One, two, three. There are not enough segments for that. Maybe I do need to go back down. Go back down and do what? Cannot really do anything here. I think this must be for later because I literally have nothing to know what this is about. The only thing missing is this. Okay, so if you count the number of segments, we have one with 1, 2, and 3. The smaller ones, 0, 1, 1, and 2. The big ones, 1, 3, and 5. If we add all of those together, 1, 2, and 3, 6, 10, 13, 14, 19, but then you have this which changes things, right? We're talking segments. 1, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 5, 6. So 6, 9, and 15, it's a total of 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 23, 25, 29. We need one more. So this is 4, but like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is too much. unless we remove this one. Without that, we should be able to get to those values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think that needs to be a big one. 12, so we are missing 3. It has to be this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 1, 2, 4, 6. That was it, yeah. Hello. So Sarcophagus has opened. You should return to the crypt and examine it. Note from the sarcophagus. A note that lay on the glass casket where the countess rests. How did she leave the note on top of the sarcophagus? Some guests come very close to healing me. They refuse to share their knowledge with me, even after their death. They hid their notes in a secret compartment in my laboratory in the crypt. The power of the ghosts keeps me from opening it. Even the guardian of my portrait turned against me. But she may help you if you stand before her and use her name. Do not disappoint me. Use her name. Medallion. An ornate silver medallion. Who might it have belonged to? Agnes. Agnes. Fine, sir. This is telling us, start in the library. The ghost will show you the way. Start in the library. The ghosts will show you the way. Erwin, and there is nothing more. So let's first go to the portrait. I guess I will need to use my Ouija board. Agnes. Window. With a click, the previously firmly closed window opens and reveals the direct path into the castle courtyard. Thank you, Agnes. So let's see. Follow the steps without detours. Start in the library. The ghosts will show you the way. Start in the library. And this is the Ouija board. That's that. Book. Was that always there? Oh, so do I need to look at that in the library? That was not clear at all. Now I need to go to the door. Now I need to go to the bedroom. Now I need to go to the courtyard. Now I need to go to the crypt. And that somehow did something. Heart of glass. An uncanny vessel that resembles a human heart. Note from the ghosts. Note left by the ghosts. How? What are they trying to tell you? May Miria Greifenstein never see these records. Whoever wants to read them must renounce their own name and take the name of the first chosen one of the trial. Okay, so now I need to go to my profile and rename it Heraldry. Profile, rename. That's it, the recipe for the remedy that could reverse the Countess's condition. Greetings, Heraldry. The steps to create the cure lie before you. We now place her fate in your hands. Complete them in any order. Step 1. In any order then they give you numbers. Add blood using the funnel. I've done that, I think. Step 2. Bring that mixture to the correct temperatures one after the other. 90, minus 30, and 30. 90. Minus 30. And 30. I may need to do this differently then. 90. Minus 30. And 30. Okay, I'm gonna do that again now that the heart is in place. 90. Minus 30. 30. Ah, wait. That's what I was missing. There is a minus 120. So 90 minus 30 and 30. 90 minus 30 and 30. That's not correct. Next step. Adjust the additional substances. Identical neighbors cancel each other out. Mirrored ones count double. That's fine, but I don't know. So what is this telling me? Identical neighbors cancel each other out. Mirrored ones count double. We have two circles. So this is 2. These 2 are cancelled, but there is one triangle, and there is mirrored ones count double. There is one down, and one down. But that's not it. Mirror neighbors, so these 2 actually count for 2. Next step, insert the finished elixir into the setting of the glass casket. Pumping heart vessel contains the cure for the Countess.
I knew it was right to put my hope in your hands. You have mastered each of my trials and produced the cure. I feel different, better. My body no longer possesses the power of eternal youth it received from the demonic pact. I no longer feel a thirst for blood. The ritual seems to have worked. However, can I also face the sunlight without burning? We shall see. You have served your purpose, my honored guest. I hereby grant you safe conduct from the castle.
Oh, thank you.
Take from this place whatever your heart desires. If the cure that you have concocted does not work as expected, I know where to find you.
The Countess accompanies you back to the entrance hall. You cannot quite believe that this is the end of your trials. Every moment you expect to encounter a new trick, a new door that closes behind you, a new riddle that you have to face. But Miria Greifenstein opens both wings of the portal and releases you into freedom. As you step outside and cross the bridge to the castle, you glance back. You see the Countess waving goodbye. You quicken your steps to the carriage which, thank God, has been waiting for your return as agreed. The morning sun slowly rises behind the mountains. The first ray of sunlight falls on the Countess' head. At that very moment, you jump into the carriage so that you cannot see what is happening to her. You shout to the coachman to drive off, and the carriage starts moving. If the effect of the cure does not correspond to the wishes of the blue-blooded lady, you want to be as far away from her as possible. A little later, you are on your way home. You thank the coachman 1,000 times for keeping his word and waiting for you. The rising sun breaks through the tops of the fir trees and bathes the road in a bizarre, dreamlike light. The objects you took from the castle lie next to you on your travel case as admonishing mementos. You wonder if you have really experienced all this. A pinch on your arm brings you certainty. It happened exactly as you remember it. Congratulations, you passed the trial of the Griffin and escaped from the clutches of the Countess. Only time will tell whether you were able to ensure that the perfidious games she played with her guests came to an end forever.
Well, that's a nice game. For what it is, short. I liked it. Yeah, basically, this really captures the experience of the exit games, the physical exit games. I think there are some others. I may also pick them up and play them. What did you think? Have you ever played one of the physical exit games? Let me know in the comments. Now, I have to say, I don't think it's that voice acting is worth it. I think you would get more atmosphere of the text just by letting the player read it themselves, because, yeah, not a great voice acting, but not that it matters. Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, remember, you can like the video in YouTube if you actually like the video. You can also decide to subscribe, which I would certainly appreciate. In any case, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time in Will & Wear Games Corner. Goodbye.